Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Red Devil Circle. Wherever you're watching from, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for tuning in. Um, we're going to dive into the topic today. This is just going to be something light. We're just going to touch on a few topics coming out from Manchester United right now. So, yeah, let's get into it. Um, on the Manchester United news, there's talks of a new management, a new manager coming in. Roberto De Zerbi has been mentioned as a likely candidate, and the season's over right now. Obviously, his contract has run out, or he terminated his contract with Brighton, so he's not gonna be a coach, Brighton coach any longer, and he'll be looking for a new club. And United is also in the run for that because Ineos are people who like the idea of Roberto De Zerbi, who admire his career and the way he plays football, the kind of football he brings, um, the kind of influence he also brings, and there's been testament from his previous players to how good he coaches and how differently they view football, just because of being around him and having played for him. So yeah, he just seems like a very good candidate to look at, and rightfully so. I feel like Ten Hag has dodged the sack for kind of too long now. It should have happened a long time ago. And there's always random players like McTominay and the rest saving his ass. And it's just been time. And hopefully the FA Cup final will just deal with that. Honestly, um, yeah, it's time for a managerial change. And the fact that Ineos admired this guy, as long as we're not looking at Southgate, I sincerely hope not. Um, I think De Zerbi will be a good candidate for that, for the Manchester United job, in terms of the way he's made Brighton play. If you look at last season, they were just so devastating on the attack, and this season they couldn't convert their chances to goals. But if you look at the Premier League this season that has just ended, they had the most passes, right? Second to Manchester City, they had the most passes, and that just shows how well they retain the ball, how well they keep the ball in rotation, and look for the right moments, right, to hurt the teams. And this is the style of football we want. We want to be comfortable with the ball and dominate play, and that's what a man like Roberto De Zerbi will bring to this Manchester United side. Yeah, so it's worth a shout. It's definitely worth something that the club should be looking at. So I think we should be all over that one. Um, I've heard Chelsea might want a managerial change as well. They're going to be speaking to Pochettino and his team. So Chelsea could be looking at De Zerbi as well. So maybe we'll have to act fast. And I think Ten Hag should be getting the sack after the FA Cup final, which I'm pretty sure is gonna go Manchester City's way. Because when we really had to do it, when we really had to win the FA Cup and stop them from winning the treble, we we didn't do that, and we just helped them. We just pushed them forward to creating history and doing something that we cherished and held as a record that we cherish so much. We went there and bowed down to them, and the game was over long before it was over. It was over in the first half. So yeah, I feel like this might go the same way as well. Manchester City is they're the likely candidates to win the FA Cup final. All betting cards will be on them, and I think that's what's gonna happen. And I think Ten Hag should be getting the sack because he's dodged the sack for so long. Like I said earlier, he's accrued a lot of bad decisions from Ronaldo to De Gea to Sancho, just falling out with players constantly, and then the decision of making Rashford the I don't know, playing football around Rashford. That's kind of one of the worst decisions a manager will make, especially if you're trying to keep possession of the football and dominate possession. You can't tell me that Rashford will be your star player. It just doesn't make sense. His ball knowledge to me has come under question. Tactically, definitely we have no tactics, and as much as I don't like Jamie Carragher, he came out and said that Manchester United, in his words, Jamie Carragher's words, Manchester United is the worst coach team in the Premier League. That's what Jamie Carragher said, and I never agree with Jamie, but that one I have to agree with, and we need to change our manager as soon as possible. So yeah, I'm quite excited about what is to come in terms of the season ending now, and there's gonna be a lot of news. There's gonna be a lot of buzz, a lot of fake news out there as well. So you gotta get your sources right, so you're not getting excited over something stupid or something worthless. So yeah, Roberto De Zerbi definitely a likely candidate, and as the summer goes on, we're going to make more videos like this and talk about the news and the buzz. So I'm gonna be right there with you guys. And yeah, just quickly before I end this video, I want to talk about the Arne Slot guy coming in trying to be sly or whatever, talking about Manchester United. Like, bro, this came out from the Mirror, right? And Slot was talking about Malasia, however you say his name. Um, he's spoken bad about Malasia, which is not even his player, and he says he shows too much of the ball. Um, he looks a bit complacent and arrogant, even at times. Yeah, he's just speaking bad about a player that is not his player. And you've just taken charge of a franchise, of a football team that has been highly coached. Like, you got a lot of problems to worry about. Instead of speaking badly about Manchester United, a Manchester United player, an active Manchester United player, for that matter. Like, do you understand the state you're in, the pressure you're under? You're taking over a guy that you probably never match his achievements at Liverpool. The job he's done to such heights that club has put the club to such heights that he's managed that team, and the kind of job he's done. That's a really big standard to uphold. So you have way more problems on Slot than coming to shit on a Manchester United player. Just shut the fuck up, mind your business, and deal with the problems you have ahead of you. Because trust me, you have way bigger problems than worrying about Tiro Malacia playing for us. I don't understand. He just seems like a manager that doesn't know when to shut the fuck up, and I already have a problem with that guy. Like, I've never heard any successful manager just take a job and come in and start taking a dig at an opponent's player. Like, focus on the problems you have ahead of you. You have a seriously huge job and huge shoes to fill in terms of club. So you got bigger problems, dude. Focus on that and maybe you'll be successful. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. See you guys on the next one.